If you take a look at what these royal commentators they are saying about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's this branding of American Riviera Orchard dirt skirt, you will see that there is a trend. A lot of them are actually talking about the ramifications. They're saying basically that Meghan and Harry right now they're facing this hard, quote unquote, hard backlash. Now this time it is coming from a different commentator. I'll explain to you what he's saying at this moment. But we all know Tom Bauer, he basically called it a scam by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry using the titles to leverage for their own business purposes. And then we have Tom Quinn. They spoke about how this is coming at a time when things are very, very sensitive and very, very fluid. Then we also have other commentators who are also raising their voices. Angela Levine, one of them, calling this a bluff, calling this a propaganda, calling this, abusing of royal titles. So what happened this time? Before I move on, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're one of them, consider subscribing. Let's take a look at this particular news article, then I'll tell you what is happening at the moment. So veteran royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam, he's coming forward to raise his voice, has raised significant concerns about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's reported aspirations establishing an quote-unquote American royal family brand, cautioning them against exploiting their royal connections for commercial purposes. The main reason for people to have this much of worried of what Meghan Markle is doing is simple. She never fails to take full advantage of the royal events, royal things that are happening inside the family. She, for example, if you remember, every time the monarchy will publish a picture of their own from Buckingham Palace, she would always publish her own photos. She will sometimes even send her mother, Doria Ragland, for shopping and asking the paparazzi to follow her, to publish her photos, so that people will think about Doria Ragland, then people will think about the royal family. This is a propaganda that is going on with Meghan Markle for a very long time. This is why we see when the diagnosis of Princess of Wales, Catherine, was revealed, the diagnosis of the king, when Diana's memorial or the museum, the award function was happening, in the midst of all of this, Meghan Markle found the perfect opportunity and she came up with her own brand to announce it to the world to make money. This is nothing but PR. This is nothing but commercial usage of a title, which is absolutely forbidden, because if you remember, the Queen made a deal with Meghan Markle when they left the royal family. They stepped down from royal duties, that you will never be using your title Duchess for any commercial purposes. But lo and behold, we are seeing Meghan Markle is actually doing exactly that. Now, let's take a look at this particular report and then you will understand what is happening more. Fitzwilliams, renowned for his insightful analysis of the royal affairs, pointed out the challenges that lie ahead for the Sussexes in light of recent distressing news from the palace regarding King Charles and Kate Middleton's or Princess of Wales's cancer diagnosis. And you can see this is a photo where you can see Meghan Markle reacts to Beyonce's text message. I mean, all of these dramas are happening with Meghan Markle, and she is never failing to make an impression, coming in front of the news every single day for whatever reason it is. I mean, she needs her PR, she needs her propaganda. Expressing skepticism about the timing of Meghan's launch of the American's Riviera Orchard project and the creation of a dedicated Instagram page, Fitzwilliams underscored the potential ramifications of such publicity events in the midst of the emotional announcement by the Princess of Wales about her cancer diagnosis and treatment. Another thing that is not panning out for Meghan Markle is, why are you using the royal connection when you have, according to what we understand, they are saying we have these children. So the surrogate invisible children, whichever you call them, why don't you bring them in public eyes to show us that yes, indeed, you do have some royal connection that is very, very solid. We do not see that. Princess Lily or Prince Archie, whatever they call them, the problem with this kind of PR where they're using the royal family, other royal family members, and not bringing their children, showing them in public at all, is actually something very, very suspicious. I mean, this is why we always say they need to do a DNA test to prove their connection with the royal family. But Meghan Markle, she doesn't want to do it because, as I said in the past, maybe she is afraid of something. About her cancer diagnosis statement, he highlighted the delicate nature of the situation and the risk of further diminishing the couple's public standing and should their action be perceived as insensitive. I do believe it is already being perceived as very, very insensitive. It is being perceived and it is being believed that what they're doing right now is absolutely horrendous. In an interview with The Sun, Fitzwilliams delved into the intricacies of the Sussexes predicament, acknowledging the difficulty they face in leveraging the royal family connections for financial gain given their current diminished popularity. If you do not know, they have actually published a new survey for Meghan and Harry, and the new survey is showing their popularity, their rating is tanking even below than what it was last month. And every single time people are absolutely, especially people from UK, they are horrified reading Harry's spare expressing their concern about the level of lies he put in that book. So he is not popular, Meghan is not popular, and they're losing it every single time. In an interview, he delved into the intricacies of the Sussexes predicament. Now let's take a look. Prince Harry and Meghan's biggest dreams were shattered. So basically, what we also have seen, if you do not remember, I actually reported on this and I said, guys, look, the dream for Meghan and Harry to go back to UK, to the royal family, is over, and Meghan knows it very well. How do I know it? If you take a look at the website of the royal family, not the Sussex Royal or Sussex or American Riviera, do not go to those websites. If you go to the actual, the genuine, authentic website, which is the royal website, what you see there is obvious. And that is that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, even if they return, the king made this announcement back in the year 2021 that they are not going to be returning to UK as a royal or working royal family. Now, a lot of people said, oh, this statement was made in 2021. What about now? Well, even though it was made in 2021, but the statement was added to the website only a few days ago, according to what I understand. And rightly so, because at the same time, you have seen them how they were downgraded. Meghan and Harry's page was downgraded. Lily and Archie's pages are gone. It makes all sense. It is coming at a time when they are using their title for commercial and financial gain. Guys, this is just an ongoing story. We will be finding more and more warning shots coming at them. Meghan and Harry, they really need to put their acts together before it is too late. Because if the monarchy is coming after them with all of these accusations, then guess what? It is not going to be looking good for them, and they might be done for good and very, very fast. I have some comments here. Kids Relevant. Hi, Victoria. Maine, USA. I have some comments from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Lean, Kids Relevant. Pucci, Ron. Thank you, guys, for your comments. If you have any more, Elizabeth, Lean, thank you so much for your support for this channel. If you have any more comment, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.